Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two corners who hope they can have an opportunity to shine on defense. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 9 matchup.
The Browns are back deep, waiting for the kick. The leaders of the AFC North are set now to kick it away and get this game started. This game is underway. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. Mettenberger's going to jog out to the huddle now. 7 years in the league and 7 years of vast experiences. First down at the 20. Up the gut here. In the end, it picks up only a yard. Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. A lot of people thought coming into the year this would be one of the best rushing attacks in the league, but it's been very average to date. Let's go. Mettenberger's got it in the gun. Flag is out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer call gives the offense 15 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, and it was a terrible roughing the passer that time. He absolutely took 2 steps before he hit the quarterback. You can see when he lets the ball go. When you see him let it go, boy.
The Browns take it from the 43. The catch is made by Jarius Wright. They bring him to the turf.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a...
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Hyde's handed the football. Runs it in for the touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Hundley is going to march onto the field, having already this season found the end zone over 20 times with his passes. The Browns go with the dime formation here on defense. Hundley is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Got the completion. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the Ravens offense. There they are, top 5 when it comes to throwing the football in the NFL this season. Tight end in motion. The Ravens take it from the 23. Shelton's going to make the tackle.
You got to know, if you're going to run the football, you're going to have a lot of short gains. There's going to be a lot of plays that look ugly. That's just the way it is. You got to live with it and know what's coming in the future. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. defense ready to play after calling a timeout. It's third down coming up. Here's the handoff. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
And Wolf in on the tackle. And here's the Browns' defensive lineup. Their strength, their ability to stop the pass. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. The Browns defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Back to the ground. And that's good for only a yard or 2. After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Intercepted. Tackles made. Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time where you're punching and counter-punching, and now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one time? It's amazing. You've done every sport, but you're right. They went out there. They did everything right. They've done everything right on both sides of the ball, and they're looking good.
And now here's the Ravens defense. We're talking about the best in the league as a unit when it comes to getting to the quarterback. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Mettenberger's going to be in the pistol here. Searching for space to the right. And that gains a few. Mettenberger's the one who is down, and we'll step aside for just a moment. Third and 4. Should be what we call a gimme. Drives it through for the field goal. Midway through the first quarter, and they add another 3 points to the lead.
Boy, what a start. It has just been impressive to watch. They got down the field that time. They got the field goal, and they are putting some doubt in their opponent's mind.
That returns good for about 22. The Browns defense would like to come up with the same kind of result they had the last time when they had the interception.
Jim, that was awesome. It's so hard in this league now to get an interception because if you look at the receiver the wrong way, he'll throw a flag. So good job on the defense. Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The play clock's running down. They'll go ground. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
All you have to do is watch the head of the receiver. When they drop footballs, usually it's because you can see their head move the other way before the football gets there. That's what happened this time, and it's a drop pass.
The Ravens will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Ravens snap it at the 31. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Ravens know that a 4th down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
2nd and 6 coming up. They need to get the play off. He's going to get another carry. And they get to him at the 45.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
The Ravens come to the line with a bunch set. Had it, but dropped it.
Jim, when you look at drop passes in the NFL, it's almost always for the same reason. They take their eyes off the football, the receivers, just before it gets there. And when you do that, that little bit of lack of concentration will cause you to drop the pass.
The Browns lined up in the nickel. The Ravens will take the snap from the 45. On the money. He's taken down at the 23. That's reception number 2 for him. The Ravens roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
First down at the 23. That's a gain of 10. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Hundley is set in the pistol. Play clock's running down. They'll go ground. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
What a drive this has been. 2nd down and 8. Hundley is taking off. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway.
It's plain and simple. If you want to stay in the game, you got to hold on to the football. That time, that fumble, that was careless. Keep those hands wrapped around it when the defenders are getting ready to hit you.
The Browns on a quest for their 3rd straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL. Not the way they're making it look, and they're confident. They look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch. Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
2nd down and in a very precarious spot. Second and 10. Takes it from the eye. Jernigan's all over the ball carrier.
You know, Jim, it's been a long time, but when I played, it was 3rd and long early in the game. I knew the defense was going to be very careful. So I was already thinking, if I don't like it down the field, I'm going to throw it short and do it quickly.
Hyde's going to secure the handoff. He's in the clear. Still on his feet. Hyde's tackled down at the 50. The Browns will attempt to carry over that momentum after that huge play before the end of the first. They'll set up now at midfield. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. And Rivas is able to read that play and make the hit. Second down and 10. The defense gets the sack.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
The Browns with a 3rd down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago. The Browns snapping at the 41. Down the field, and they can't connect.
The Browns really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Going to try his luck here. And that's a gain of 10. And And it's been an outstanding first half of football from this defense. The goal now, keep that shutout alive as we get closer to halftime.
Fun to watch. No mistakes. They got a great leader out there. There's been no mental mistakes on the football field. They hustled and they got talent. That's why they have a shutout going.
2nd and 9. Going for the deep ball, but it's incomplete. The Ravens are trailing right now, so you know they're going to have to rely on the passing game the rest of the way. Hundley is going to want to pick up his play moving forward, Phil.
Yeah, his teammates, his coaches, they're going to want him to pick up his play, no doubt. It is the worst situation for a quarterback to be in. Losing and not playing well, you just got to do it with your mind. Have confidence and go out there and just let it go.
The catch is made by Julio Jones. The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 5 for the first. Drop back, shotgun formation. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Browns defense has to be demoralized by that 4th down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side when you give up a 4th down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
And that's a gain of 13. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. First down, offense readying for the snap. The Browns with a nickel look here on defense. Handoff made. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They better hurry to get the snap. The ball is taken out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
3rd and 4. Screen. Secures it with 2 hands. Gains 18.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Player showing no restraint, coming in on the quarterback, and that late hit will cost his team 15.
A lot of times these late hits are called, and I feel for the defensive player. Not in this case. That was an easy call. A blatant late hit. It's worthy of 15 yards.
And now here's the toss. All set up now at the 21. The Browns come out in a dime package. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with him.
And that'll close the gap. Midway through the second quarter, and how about it, Phil? These guys just have a knack for hanging around.
Yeah, they just won't go away, Willie. That score, what it did, it just changed everything about this game. Here we are midway to second quarter. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and get a stop. And, boy, it's hard to believe it, but you could have the lead going in at halftime.
The Browns now only up a single possession. The gap's been closed in this one. Scores 10-7. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Ravens defense, Phil, where are they right now mentally after the last time giving up a couple of first downs, but in the end, forcing the punt?
Well, they feel great. And I'll give a lot of credit to the coaches on the sideline. I thought they put the players in good positions, and the players took advantage of it.
First down at the 20. To the ground. Breaks out of that one. Hyde's tackled down at the 43. The Browns would love to run the ball like they have so far. Hyde's taking the ball, and he's leading this team on the field right now.
Boy, he sure is. And I give him a lot of credit, but I also say this. The offensive line, anytime you see a running game go this well, you've got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. Brown's running back that time. He makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards. Take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The Browns snap it at the 41. Scans the field. Going for the home run. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
The Browns have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. First and goal. The give. Mosley's all over that offense and brings it down.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Second and goal from the 4. Rock for a loss on that play.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Third and goal from the 7. In his hands, complete, touchdown. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
He's got a chance to return this one. The Ravens offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. The Ravens have it at the 29. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't bump the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Ravens take it from the 38. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. And if you look at the numbers we have here, you really expect to be winning a game when a running back is having this type of a first half.
Boy, don't you ever. When you dominate on the offensive side, especially in the run game, you do expect to be winning. You have to go to your defense and say, stop them just one time. Give us a chance. Things haven't changed from when I played till now. With its zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
Hundley's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Second down and 6. Handoff. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Hundley is going to take it from the gun. And he hauls it in.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Second and 6. They'll run it here. Taken down at the 33. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Ravens need to get to the 27 to pick up a first. The Ravens take it from the 33. Perriman's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. That's his first reception today.
Well, we get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Hundley has now completed 4 in a row. Out of the shotgun. He makes the catch. Touchdown and drawing close. A touchdown right before halftime. And Phil, perhaps that momentum will carry over to the second half.
Shoot, it changed everything, didn't it? I mean, look at them. They're excited, and just how you and I are looking at the game is going to change, or has changed quite a bit. What a job finding a way to get a touchdown and get this game close.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Browns head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
First down at the 20. Reaches out and grabs it. The Browns use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. It's first down as they head to the line. The Ravens defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Mettenberger's back in shotgun formation. They're going to get him here for a sack.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Mettenberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Pass is intercepted.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
The Ravens offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. And here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you. My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Hundley is completion percentage 70% on the day. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Hundley has now completed his last 7 passes.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. He now has 11 touchdown receptions on the season. And as we near the half, the lead now is theirs thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Just think about how much that changes the mentality of both teams. One now all psyched up and emotionally feeling great. And the defensive side, oh my gosh, they are down and have to be disappointed about how they played on that drive.
And a touchback. The Browns offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And with that, we'll switch sides and take a breather. We've reached halftime here in Charm City. Back to Baltimore for the second half in just a few moments. Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. They're setting up the return. Running room. Ravens in the end zone. That's the first time he's found the end zone on the ground this season.
When you get a kick return for a touchdown, a lot has to happen. One, it takes talent by the kick returner, but look at all the good blocks we saw down the field and the speed of the kick returner. Touchdown.
They'll take it at the 20. The Ravens defense heads onto the field here to start the second half, looking for another stop and once again to give the ball back to their offense as they're leading in this one here early third, Phil.
I like what they did in the first half. The defense goes in there at halftime. They get a little rest, so come out here and show that energy and take advantage of the situation and make some plays. Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
Now 1st and 10. Hyde's going to take the handoff now. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down and 5. To Crabtree. And Crabtree's marked down at the 47.
Mettenberger selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
1st down at the 47. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Mettenberger's trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 13. Comes away with it.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. 3rd and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
The Browns will look to get to the 37 to pick up a first down. C.J. Mosley gets to the quarterback.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Looking to make a difference. That picks up 7. The Ravens could have asked for this third quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
The Ravens lined up, bunch formation, trying to beat the play clock. launches it down the field. He caught it. Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, touchdown. And they continue to take that game plan that worked so well in the first half and add to it here midway through the third quarter with another touchdown, Phil.
So my answer is, what's the defense thinking? My gosh, the game plan didn't change on the offensive side, but you had no answers for it. Time to get on that sideline and figure out what you want to do.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Ravens defense got tested on that last drive, but eventually it led to a punt.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the defense. They really did a lot of things correct. They hustled. They played hard. That is the cornerstones of any good defense.
Zach Ertz, the receiver. Second down. The Browns line up, split backfield. Jernigan's the one who made the big stop.
Mettenberger's got a lot to think of here in a split second. Does he keep the football? Does he pitch it? Does he cut back? Well, there's nothing to do that time. The defense is alert, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a Ravens official. The team is saying it's a lower body issue, and it's unfortunately going to keep him out for the remainder of this one. Back to you.
And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to fourth down.
The Browns don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Looking for a lane on the return. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. That return's good for about 9. The Ravens can make it 4 successful scoring drives in a row if they're able to put points on the board here. Offensively, they're looking like a juggernaut at the moment, Phil.
Everything they do, Jim, is working. So when you got it going like this on the offensive side, you know, just be aggressive with the play calls because the players are confident and they can make it happen.
The Ravens call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The Ravens line up in the pistol. First down at the 31. Flip to the outside. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Second down following the run.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
That's a gain of 8.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Ravens not punting. Going to go for it on fourth down. The Ravens snap it at the 36. Jones is going to pull in the bullet pass. They come to the line, and it's first down. And they're all over him for the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Let's go.
Gets the handle here. Tackle down at the 47. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
All set to punt here. That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10. The Ravens have found some answers here defensively in the second half as they had basically their arms up in the air with no answers in the first 2 quarters.
Maybe that's why they couldn't make any tackles. Their arms were in the air. So, you got to wrap them around with the offensive players. They were not tackling well in the first half. They have turned that around. Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Ravens official. The injury appears to be minor, so the trainers are just looking him over one last time, and then he'll get back on the field.
Second ball was out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. Their misery is compounded with the lost fumble here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I want to give the team a speech, and here's what I would say to them, Jim. I'm not going to scream as loud as I would if I was there in person. Wake up. Well, are you kidding me? They're sleepwalking out there.
Has it. Touchdown. Those points may have made the lead insurmountable with just over a quarter to play.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes you get in a situation like this, don't look at the scoreboard. Just think about going out and executing one play at a time, and you hope if you do that somewhere in the fourth quarter, you could find a way to get back into this game.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Browns have gone from bad to worse after an ugly first half. There's nothing here to shine in the second half either.
Have you ever had a situation like this where it's just really gone all against you, nothing goes right, and you just were absolutely awful?
Every week I work with you.
There we go. Bingo. Man, you smashed that one out of the park. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Looking to go up top again on first down. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Well, I guess the quarterback thought the coverage was a little too tight, so he just threw the football completely away from the receiver that time.
Let's go.
The Browns have it at the 39. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. Third down, following the run. Mettenberger's got it in the gun. And Crabtree's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, that'll make you feel a little finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
First down at the 43. Throws the pass. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That's reception number 4 for him.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
Game as soon as he gets the thumbs up from the coaching staff.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't.
From Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Ravens official. There's not a big concern with the injury at this point, so guys, he'll be ready to go.
Tackler, nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Ravens defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Browns take it from the 23. Hyde's brought down at the 21. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
He's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Browns come to the line. The first down marker is at the 16. Mettenberger's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Interception. It'll be a touchback. They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and man, this has been a bad day, and like you said, Jim, it just continues.
First down at the 20. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. He's tackled at the 28. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day. They came out here in the first half and established the run, and they haven't let up since halftime.
They haven't. We have a very good run offensive line out here today. We got a really good running back, and the coaches, they kept giving the running back the football, and they are getting it done.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a pickup of 14. The Browns pride themselves on their defense, but it hasn't been a strength for them here today.
Yeah, they do, but listen, it's not working today. They've been out there for a lot of plays, and you know what is happening? They have fatigue, and when you have fatigue on the defensive side, what goes? You can't think clearly, and you just keep making bad mistakes.
Gets about 4 yards that time.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Browns lined up in the nickel. The play clock's running down. Right back to him. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
First down at the 48. Brought down at the 41-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Ravens snap it at the 41. Has 12 on this play.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
First down at the 29. Tackled down at the 22.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Right back to him once more. He's got over 130 rushing yards today.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Another handoff right back to him. That brings the play to an end.
The Browns defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Marching down the field and taking their time. The Browns will come out in the dime. They need to get the play off. Gives it to him again. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Coming to the line at the 15. Hundley is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
This will be the offense's 12th play of the drive. Play clock's running down. Here's the handoff. Picks up about 2.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
This long drive continues. Second and goal from the 5. Well, I'll tell you, it's getting ugly out here. My goodness, Phil, there's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Browns came out and ran the football with success, but that certainly has leveled off. Hyde's had less space to maneuver as this game's gone on.
Yeah, let's give the defense a little credit. They finally said, okay, we got to find a way to stop this running game. They changed the defense a little bit, and it's worked.
Hyde hauls it in. The Browns now move the chains.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
And the grab is made by Ladarius Green.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You took a few of these shots in your day. That's a late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, nowadays these guys, I believe the quarterback is overprotected. To me, this is a bad call. The defensive player feel bad. All he's doing is his job, and he still gets penalized 15 yards.
Mettenberger's going to take it from the gun. Michael Crabtree on the receiving end.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The Browns from the 32. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion.
Mettenberger's now completed 4 in a row. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. First down at the 19. Ertz with the catch. That's a gain of 6.
The Browns had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Mettenberger's completion percentage 80% on the day.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. The Ravens with a nickel look here on defense. The Browns in the pistol. Middle of the field and incomplete this time. Should be an easy one here.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
The Ravens offense takes the field, and what is, in essence, an encore bow to the crowd here, as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history.
Face mask. Defense.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask. Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You've got to manage the clock. Know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running it.
The Ravens had a tight victory a week ago, and they seem to be thinking now, why keep it close in this one? They've been in control from the start of this one, Phil.
That tight victory last week, they just gave them confidence, and they have come out today, and right from the very start, they have been hot, and they have been smoking. What a job by them.
They'll go ground.
There's a flag right there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Takes the knee. Nothing like being a little greedy in this league, as the win streak adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more, and a lot of times will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL games.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.